welcome to the channel.
We are on the train to
Canterbury.
just up to go.
Yeah, so now the train is moving. So we took the train from London Victoria's train station, and now we are heading to Canterbury East train station. So it might take around 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. So we came to Canterbury East and we got off from the train station, and now we are heading towards the city centre. And this is the ticket, London to Canterbury East. Oh, that's the city wall. Now we are heading to the Simmons memorial statue. So yeah, we'll see.
And it's not a hike, but it's like a little hill that you can get like a nice view of the Canterbury town. And that is Dad. That's the cathedral, right?
Oh, yeah.
The one you see there, that's the Canterbury Cathedral, which we're gonna go later on. And yes, that's like around it. That's what you get to see. That's the view you're gonna see. And now we're just going downstairs again.
It's the Dan John Mound or park, as they say. So we'll go through the city walls. Such a beautiful view with the old city wall all over the city. And this is the park. Now we are heading to boat riding, or also known as punting. Punting, yeah?
Yeah, the historic, it's a historic river tour
Yeah.
for about 45 minutes.
Yeah. And it's cost around £15 per person.
Adults.
Adults.
And child was,
8?
I think 8, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how the ride is. Look at these houses and their architecture. These all are like old buildings or medieval houses, also known as. So yeah, it's a beautiful city.
It's a very nice village.
Yeah,
It's like a,
it's more like a village thing. Yeah.
yeah.
The high street, so it's crowded and it's a holiday, so we have more visitors today. This is Geoffrey Chaucer, who is famous for the Canterbury Tales, which is a collection of 24 stories told by the group of 30 pilgrims who travel from Southwark to Canterbury as shown in this map. That's the old weaver's house. And this is our river tour team, so we're gonna go back to that side. Look at the architecture. We are heading to our boats.
Okay, you're fine.
Health and safety. Very fun thing to talk about. During the tour, please don't stand up. This is the first of our low bridges. So, I guess. This is the first part of our tour as well. Underneath, grab something, there we go. Underneath you can see it's been built in 2 different stages. See the low section here?
Yeah.
This is the original bridge. This is what was built in 1134, almost 900 years ago. The bridge was extended a little bit on each side. First section, a little bit here, widened to accommodate more traffic. And yeah, look out for the pigeons, lots of exotic wildlife. Here. The road across there used to carry the traffic between London and Dover. That was part of the A2. It's rather nice. Do you all know about Thomas Becket?
No.
A little summary, perhaps. Okay, so back in the 12th century, when King Henry II was on the throne, the church and the crown were very separate organisations. They had their own rules. Henry II wanted more influence over what was happening in the church. So although he couldn't change the rules of the church,
I think that's behind us.
although he couldn't change the rules of the church, he could choose who the archbishop was. So he put his friend, a person who wasn't particularly religious, as the head of the church. That friend was named Thomas Becket. Didn't work out that way. Thomas Becket found God very quickly, became much more concerned with pleasing the Pope than with pleasing the King. Of course, a lot of followers of St. Francis of Assisi. There's a little statue of him here. Now, Assisi is in north-central Italy. St. Francis himself, patron saint of birds and animals. You'll notice in any image of him, he's usually got a little bird like that. The old weaver's house. So the date is accurate, but also a little bit misleading. The date really refers to the basic structure, like the framework. Everything on the outside of this building has been added in more recent years. Particularly by the Victorians. They like to dress up a lot of their old buildings, make them look a bit more services, as I say, exclusively conducted in French. There we go, just mind your fingers.
Hello, hello. So are you taking
Now this bridge is... Yeah, that cat was pestering the magpies earlier.
We were playing with that cat yesterday.
Little ginger one, yeah? Yeah, 2 very different views. If you look over here, we've got the beautiful Splash of colour with the tulips, the cathedral in the distance, lovely garden. Look at this nice modern theatre. Yeah, quite a distinct difference in historical styles. I'll tell you a bit more about Marlow as we return upstream. For now, we've got two lovely old buildings just behind me. Down a bit, we're on the line over there. These two buildings are what remain of another 13th century priory. So we've got the Franciscans at the top, Grey Friars because they wore very plain robes. They were able, as an order, to accumulate wealth and a great deal of influence as part of the Catholic Church. So much so that they kind of got into the habit of enforcing, which I think captures their temperament quite well. Here, he wanted to use them for something, but he was a rich man, so he just threw money at the issue. Today they're both used by the King's School for various different purposes. That's their art department. You may have seen some art sculptures out there. This is one of their music rooms, an occasional example. So, the level over there is 2 meters above here. Always raise extra water if necessary. Every winter, these gates are opened up completely. Operate with riveters then, clears all of the hand beat. So, you know, the speculation is still wide open. The King's School, of course, Marlow went there. The King's School are, or have been, I'm not sure if it's still going on, it must be. They were offering something like £1 million to anyone who could definitively prove that Marlow wrote any of Shakespeare's work. And the fact that that has never been claimed just goes to show how difficult it would be to prove anything at this point. Ooh, nice and sunny. Yeah, we've got some small people. Yeah. Pizza Express, of course, being a world famous establishment. 17th century building, so it has its history. This was the city's forge. Tools, weapons, armour, things like that were made here, especially utilised by the soldiers of Oliver Cromwell and his new model army during the English Civil War. This place was also used to store some of the a lot of the oldest stained glass windows of Canterbury Cathedral during the Second World War. They were stored away here in relative safety. Now it's a pizzeria. Many of the old buildings in the city have either become restaurants or cafes. You've probably noticed that. This is no exception, but they have the most useful doors for difficult customers. It's known as a ducking stool. Okay, it's a medieval invention. This is not the original, nor is it the original location. The machine cut wood gives it away. It's a working replica of the sort of thing that would have been used as a form of public shaming, for the most part, public humiliation. They were sometimes used, absolutely, public entertainment in those days. I mean, there we go, mind the gap, wonderful.
Finished our tour. It was like a 45 minutes tour, and
really nice.
yeah, it was really nice. We learned a lot of things because we
got the Canterbury Historic River Tour.
Yeah.
Boat.
So that's why John was describing about the history around the buildings throughout the river.
There's two types of bird rides.
Yeah.
We got the historic one, but there's another one where
You can see the nature beauty.
nature
Yeah.
more, but there's less history. So it's up to you which one you prefer.
Yeah. It was really fun. Now we are heading to lunch.
You wearing this go?
Westgate Gardens. It's a very beautiful gardens with the flowers. So this is another kind of a boat service or punt service called Westgate Punting. I think they have a different kind of rating, so you better check it out before you come here. It's a beautiful view, and it's great to have a picnic date or something like that. Such a beautiful place. Off we go to the Canterbury Cathedral. It's under construction, but it's really beautiful. So this is the view from the outside of the cathedral. It's a huge one. I think this is the hugest one I have seen in my life so far. These are the World Heritage Sites in Canterbury. So we visited the Canterbury Cathedral. Yeah, we couldn't go to those two church and the abbey. So yeah. So we hope you all enjoyed our video. So now we have come to end to our tour today at Canterbury, a beautiful village in the southeast side of England. So now we're gonna take the train back to London. So
Subscribe.
like, comment,
Yeah.
share with your friends, and stay tuned for more contents.
Hope you enjoy it.
Yep, see you. Bye.